Second.
Hey everybody, it's Monday, November 2nd. It's November already. Can't believe it. Oh, you know what November 2nd is? It's my pal Bobby Donahue's 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Bobby.
Oh, happy birthday, Bobby.
I have to call him later.
Yeah, and sing happy birthday. Do you sing to him?
No.
Oh. For his 50th, you won't sing to him?
No. It's Monday, it's November 2nd. Welcome to the Knockem Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club here in Levittown, New York. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show on govsradio.com. That is the website. You can watch our show there. Gov's Comedy Club Radio is the Facebook page. You can watch our show there. It is also the name of the YouTube channel. You can watch our show there. But if you don't want to watch our show in any of those places, you can turn on your TV if you have a smart TV, an Apple TV, a Roku, a Fire Stick, any of those wonderful things. And you can watch us on your TV if you download an app called Boxcast. Download an app called Boxcast, and that's where we are. Sorry, having some issues here. So you can download an app called Boxcast. You can watch us right there on your TV. That's right. As our good friends Dr. Ken Pichelle and Dr. Don Till say, we on TV, y'all! Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a good Halloween. Sallie's sharing. I'll do the ads. Please hit those likes, hit those hearts. Please like and share our show. Please share the show to any page you feel like sharing it to. Please tell all your friends, tell your family, tell your strangers all about the Knockem Comedy Radio Show. Share the love with all the great shows here at govsradio.com. Lots of great shows here. More great shows are coming your way. Good stuff happening here. So let me do the ads real quick. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by
Bella Vista Pizza.
154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. Bella Vista Pizza, the best pizza in the world. Conveniently located just a mile or two south of the Long Island Expressway. Nice, centrally located. No matter where you are on Long Island, they deliver as well. Fantastic pizza. Great guys. Super food. Everybody raves about the place. 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. Bella Vista Pizza. And of course, Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through insurance process to return of your vehicle. They are with you. So please call Two Eagles Auto Body at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527, located in New Hyde Park. They have a very satisfied customer that heard about them right here on the Knockem Comedy Radio Show last week.
And just because they're in New Hyde Park, they travel everywhere. They'll just come and get you and help you.
The Knockem Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Roslyn Social, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. They're open for takeout, curbside pickup. Their rooftop lounge is open if you want to go hang out there for a little while. And they're available for delivery, and they're on your favorite food service apps. Their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. So give them a call, 516-801-4963, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Thank you. From Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. Please check out their to-go curbside menu. And, of course, the Knockem Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate broker with Signature Premier Properties, 631-495-7696. Gina is a fantastic realtor. She took care of my house when I was selling my house last year and did a super job. Not a single complaint, and she got everything done. She is the best. Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate broker with Signature Premier Properties, 631-495-7696. Gina will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast it'll make your
head spin.
There you go. And, of course, Governor's Comedy Club Radio would like to thank all of you for choosing Governor's Comedy Club Radio during this crazy year of ours. We hope we've made you laugh. We hope we brought some smiles on your faces. We hope we've entertained you. And now's a good time to show your favorite station some love. Go to teespring.com. That's teespring.com. Scroll down until you see the search bar. Type in Govs Radio. That will take you to our page where we are selling all sorts of cool swag. Whether it's a shirt, a mug, a face mask, socks, a whole bunch of stuff. What?
Not crap. That was my typing crap.
Go to teespring.com and order your Govs Radio swag today. The money goes right back into the studio. We're currently renovating the studio, trying to get the technology back up and running, painted the walls, trying to decorate, getting all sorts of stuff done here. We're hoping this week, Michael Toole's coming in here, and hopefully he'll have the technology. Hopefully that part will be done, because then we can run our studio the way we should be. We can take phone calls again. We can let some of the other shows in. So we're hoping. But that's where the money's going. So we appreciate the support. We appreciate the shares, the likes, the copying the links, and the purchase of swag on teespring.com. Take a picture of yourself with the Govs Radio swag and send it to us on Facebook, and you'll get yourself some free passes to Governor's Comedy Clubs. That's right. Any of the 3 great Governor's Comedy Clubs. 3 great clubs, 5 great stages, all of them great shows. You can get a free pass. So go to teespring.com and get some Govs Radio swag today. Go to govs.com. That is the Comedy Club's website. You can find out what's happening with the club, the latest news, scheduling. And if you join their mailing list, you can get exclusive information and get yourself some more free passes. And go to govsradio.com. That is the website for the radio station. Find out all about your favorite shows and scheduling and whatnot. And last but not least, go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. That is the comedy troupe run by Eric Shevlin and myself that Sallie's also a part of. We do all sorts of fun, audience interactive entertainment. Comedic murder mysteries, comedic game shows, comedic kid shows, and even custom comedy entertainment. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. And there you go. Thank you, everybody. So you're getting comments there? I'm not getting comments on your phone.
Just want to warn you that...
you want to warn me?
That Kenny Shevlin's high.
He's high?
I don't know. He's just in a...
Oh.
He's typing like this.
What?
I don't know.
Chasing the cult act like adolescent girls chasing a boy band. Blocking a traffic like selfish twats. What? I am surprised at the amount of... What? When are you going to be funny, says Dawn Bray. Many people are asking that. I'm waiting on that myself. She's a fantastic realtor, too. Yes, you are, Dawn. Yes, you are. But you're not a sponsor. If you want to be a sponsor, you're a realtor. We're up there in Connecticut, right? You can be our sponsor, and we'll advertise you, too. Good morning, Adam Snare. Andrew Plagianos. I talked to Ken Burns about doing a documentary on the renovation. He's afraid it'll run too long. Yeah. Well, Mike O'Toole is coming in this weekend, and we're hoping he's going to finish at least the tech end of stuff. So we will let everybody back in. We can handle the decorating and aesthetics. Aesthetics? We can handle that stuff after the shows are running.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's soon. No, like there was moments where we're like, oh my goodness, when is this ever going to be done? So it's moving along now.
Yeah,
we wanted it to be done already, especially this week with election week. Domestic Disturbance wanted to do a big thing, but it's not. The station isn't ready.
Yeah, they wanted to come in here and have the screen and have the numbers coming in real time, but they are. All right, so we couldn't do that, so we apologize and we feel bad about that. But they are doing tomorrow night here on Govs Radio at 8:00. So there's no rhyme, no reason at 6:30 tomorrow. At 8:00, No Rhyme, No Reason and Domestic Disturbance are doing their shows together at 8:00, and they're going to be talking about the election and giving updates and just having a lot of fun.
Yeah, so it'll be great having all those 5 people there.
And that would be the place to go for your election results, not some boring news channel spreading negativity.
Not CNN.
Yeah, not Fox, not CNN, not any of them.
I don't even even know how we're not even gonna know anyway, right? I mean, so
I
many
don't
people
think
are
so.
writing in and,
Oh, there he is, Jeff Bosey.
Yeah.
Jeff,
so,
we were just saying that you're on from 8 o'clock tomorrow with Domestic Disturbance.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Andrew Fremder.
Andrew.
Greg DiFilippo is watching. Hello, Greg. You know what? In seeing that Greg is on, remind me if I could just, if I can just talk seriously for 1 second. I'd just like to dedicate our show today to. We had a friend of ours from Hicksville who passed away this weekend. Her name is Vicky. She was a classmate of mine, so she's only 50 years old, and she passed away. Just like to dedicate the show to her. The news just coming out this morning, so there'll be a lot of people in our community. A lot of our friends are, getting the news this morning, starting off their week on a sad note. Vicky was one of those people that, when you're starting. Well, nowadays it's middle school, but when you're our age, it was junior high school, and I think it's a tough transition for a lot of kids. Going from elementary school to high school. But I can tell you, man, for me personally, Vicky was one of the first people that made me feel comfortable. She was a very, very funny woman. Even as kids, she was really, really funny. She was always tough. She didn't take anybody's shit. But
No, her older brother was in my class.
yeah, good people, and very sad. And it's and so yeah, I always think of Vicky with a smile on my face. She was really funny and cool. But even as adults, she has a son who's autistic. So Vicky and I, we lost touch for a while, and then, like a lot of us, we reconnected with people on social media. So Vicky and I reconnected on Facebook, and we used to compare notes a little bit, about being in the autistic world. And she's very in tune with her kids and her husband and her family, and but it's especially sad, because I'll tell you, having a daughter on the spectrum, your worst fear is what the hell's going to happen to them after you're gone. And you'd like to think that you have, especially when you're still, 50, we're not young anymore, but we're not terribly old. You think you have a lot of time still, and then so to
Right.
all of a sudden go unexpectedly like this.
Yeah, they don't even know. Are you going to talk about like Linda Barton stuff and?
I was getting to it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
To go unexpectedly like that, because she wasn't sick or something. This was a sudden thing. It's tough. The poor. The whole family. It sucks for the whole family, but the poor autistic guy of hers. I'm sure it's even worse for him to process and get into a new routine, the anxiety, and now God forbid something happens. Now it's up to the father, that pressure of the father now to make sure he's around, hopefully for another 30 years at least. So it's a terrible thing, and I just wanted to dedicate the show to her. And Greg DiFilippo and I were actually talking a little bit this morning about it. So I just want to mention that real quick and just do that quick and just wish Vicky all the best and her family and all of our friends. Okay, Shut Up Stupid was awfully topical last night.
Sorry, so you weren't going to talk about the Linda Bart thing?
Yeah, I was getting to it.
Oh, I thought you were, sorry, I thought you were like done and you were now moving on with the show, so.
Well, I was done with that part. I was just going to read the comments quick and then get into the fun stuff.
Oh.
Shut Up Stupid was awfully topical last night. We didn't watch it yet. We're going to watch it today?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
We
hard.
had something to do last night.
Because, weekends we have, the kids and, it's kind of rough for us to do that. But we always watch it like right, the next day or something.
Neil Rubenstein is watching. Hello, Neil. We will be declaring the winner despite ongoing results, says Tim Saliani about tomorrow night.
Okay.
Sorry
good.
for your loss. Thank you, Andy. Awfully topical is so much better than being topically awful, says Dr. Ken Pichelle. Good morning, Nikki. Okay, so I hope everybody had a good Halloween. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a busy weekend and a good weekend. I am going to brag just a little bit. This thing that Sallie keeps bringing up.
Well, I didn't want to move. All right, so like this morning we were talking. We always talk about like what you have to bring to the show, what I have to bring to the show, and sometimes like you'll have not that many things, or I'll have not that many things. So I had like a handful of stuff. So I didn't want to like step on your toes and start.
Don't step on my toes. I only have 5.
I know, but at the
can't
same
afford to
time, I
lose
feel
anymore.
like I'm like bossing you around.
Stop
and
bossing
being
me
like,
around.
Like, get on with it.
Get
And
on with it.
I just don't want to like move on until you've had your time with, talking about like Vicky. So I'm sounding like I'm being a pain in the ass, but I'm just trying to be respectful.
You pain in the freaking ass, Sallie O'Neill.
Yeah.
Shut up. Well, yeah, all right, so we got a lot with Halloween with this weekend. And we were talking about, you were making reference to Linda Bartolomeo. She's been on the radio show, I think, once or twice. She was on the old Tuesday night thing. She was on there a couple of times. And she's a performer with Knockem Dead Comedy. And I'm just going to praise her because I've been doing dinner theater since the mid-'90s. The type of theater that Knockem Dead Comedy does, since the mid-'90s. And Linda was there from the very first day that I started this stuff. We're still working together today, and she's just a huge talent. So funny. She's one of those people that you just never forget. And she, in my opinion, is the face of Knockem Dead Comedy.
She's a tremendous
Everybody loves her.
Actress, and she's never taken an acting class in her life. She's actually, she retired a year or so ago. She was the elementary school secretary for 50 billion years. But she, like, to watch her even at work, like if you go to the school and you watch her with like little kids, she's fantastic.
Yeah, even all the kids know. Like in your elementary school, how many of you can recall, the names of the people who worked in the office? I can. I can barely remember one face.
People come back and see her.
Right.
She was just like the principal would be like, "Oh, don't give them candy." She'd be like, "Here you go." Like she was just a riot. But she's a tremendous actress.
She's so funny in Knockem Dead Comedy. So funny, and we like I mentioned, Knockem Dead Comedy sometimes gets hired to do custom work. We have our comedic murder mysteries that we perform regularly, and they're all scripted out, and it's a regular show. But again, sometimes we get calls for custom work, and a lot of times, because our shows are so interactive we're so off the cuff with our reacting to what is going on in the audience, that people often come to us and say, can we hire you to come to a party and don't perform, just enhance the party, or come as a character, but you're just going to walk around and mess with people. You're not performing in a show. You're just walking around in character. And whenever we get a call like that, Linda's the first one we go to. And she always gets the gig.
You can't break her out of character. It's crazy.
Yeah. And she goes all out. Linda and I once had to go to the Friars Club. If you're familiar with the Friars Club in New York City, it's known. It's almost like stand-up comedy headquarters. Almost, it's where all the if you remember on Seinfeld, the Friars Club jacket. That was like the big thing when you earned that jacket. So it was a big deal for us to actually do something there, where somebody hired us to be characters at a party, and they just wanted us to kind of like, not wreck the place, but just be this outlandish, offensive, obnoxious people. And she nailed it. I mean, she interrupted things. She was loud. She was obnoxious. Even I was like, "Holy shit! What the?"
Or Shevlin just said she's funny as fuck.
Yeah. or sometimes I just be laughing at what she was doing. She's fantastic. So, Eric actually got her a gig last week where she went to some party and just messed with people. She went to some party showed up there as a fortune teller or some shit, and they loved her. And they loved her. So I mentioned my friend Vicky, who unfortunately passed away this weekend. She was. Sallie and I were invited to a Halloween party on Saturday that we unfortunately couldn't make, but Vicky was at that party. So now I'm actually more upset that we didn't make it. But our friend who had this party, had seen a few of our shows, and asked if Linda could come in character and mess around. So she did. Linda went to this party.
Did she do the Italian thing, or you don't even know?
I don't even know. But what I
So
do know
funny.
is that she showed up. She walked in, and of course people are like, it was a small gathering. It's just a bunch of friends. So here comes this woman that nobody's ever seen before. So they're like, what? She walks in and she says, you guys look like, and the house is decorated all up for Halloween. She goes, you guys look like you're having a cool party, and it was decorated nice. So I just thought I'd come in and check it out. They're like, what? And she ends up staying, driving everybody crazy, making a scene. And I don't know the details yet, but apparently she was really pissing people off that somebody wanted to go at her and actually have a fight with her. So that's when the party host actually had to stop things and say, all right, look, I hired this person. She's a plant to mess with you guys. So she's just... we just wanted to brag about Knockem Dead Comedy and thank Linda, and just I wish I saw it. Well, I wish I was there to see Vicky, and I wish I saw Linda in action, because we knew everybody at this party, so nobody would have suspected us or known that we had anything to do with it. So we just would have been watching Linda from afar and just enjoying every second of it.
Well, the last time we did that, when we were at that Halloween party, last year or a couple of years ago? A couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago we did that, yeah.
Was that the thing we were trying to figure out in the fall? How many years ago that was?
No.
Oh, okay. So we're at this house and it was the same thing. And let me tell you about Linda. Linda, it was a little bit more than just being a character that night. We had 4 or 5 of us. 4?
Well, we were actually performing that night.
Yeah, and so, but no one knew, it was a surprise. And
right.
So at the end, Linda's supposed to be murdered. And she's so good and stays in such character that people are starting to suspect. But this one guy was like, yeah, I don't know, and he was mad. And he was he got really upset, he was talking really high. And he goes, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is, but I'm uncomfortable. I'm calling 911. And because she was dying and she didn't come out of character, and she was and so
what was she like?
So we had to actually had to stop him from calling 911. He was like, I'm just freaked out.
Yeah, this guy was. He
was a mess. It took him a while till he calmed down.
I think he also had a few in him too, but.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're always funnier and more effective when you're drunk.
That's not true.
All right, so let me,
actually, sometimes when the people get too drunk in the audience, I'm sad because they the script is great when we do murder mysteries, and they miss some stuff because it's funny.
So Kenny says she has no inhibitions. Yeah, she's great. Tim Salianic, the amount of time I spend in the office, he remembers all the names. What do you do for kid shows? We do, depends on the age, Kirsten. Some people will actually hire us to do murder mysteries for kids. We'll tailor it for kids.
Oh, sure.
Or if they're a little on the younger side, we might make it just a whodunit, where there's a missing item instead of a murder.
Yeah.
We also have Fractured Fairy Tales, which are parodies of famous fairy tales, and they're audience interactive. If you're familiar with Mad Libs, we put a board up, and we have we have numbered lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and we ask for words. We'll tell them we need a noun, we need an adjective, and we write all the words down, and then we perform a story with, of course, words missing from the story, and we all look at the board and insert those words that they're in the right places. So in the audience,
it is funny.
The audience always gets a kick, especially kids. They get a kick out of their
what
answers
they can make
being
us do.
used, and we also have a game show, which is a trivia contest, good for kids of all ages, and adults, of course. We have a podium with the digital scoreboard and microphones. It's like the Family Feud, where the 2 people from each team come up to the front to that podium. They hit the buzzer. It's like that. We just ask random trivia questions. We try to personalize too. If it's for a birthday or something, we'll ask. We'll get information in advance and ask questions based on that person celebrating the birthday. Linda is incredibly funny, says Chris Thomas. Hello, Chris Thomas.
Yeah.
So sorry about Vicky. Thank you guys, everybody that's saying that.
Yeah, but so she was there, and then like she went home, she went to sleep, and she didn't wake up, and no one.
That's all we know so
they're
far.
doing,
Yeah.
I guess they have to do an autopsy. I don't know, but no one even knows why she passed away.
Greg DiFilippo, not one trick-or-treater to be found in my neighborhood. I was very shocked considering I live in a state where the motto is fuck it. Please 2020 be over with, and please be kind 2021. Absolutely well said. Yeah, that was actually one thing we were going to talk about too, because we were picking on Sallie on Friday because she does not like Halloween, and she was making fun of me because I used to give out money on Halloween. I just grab a handful of change, throw it in.
Who wants that?
And I was arguing on Friday that kids are happy with that. Kids are fine with that. They don't mind that. So, sure enough.
I was working.
Yeah, so Sallie worked at White Post Farms all day on Saturday, which was Halloween. and my daughter was having a few of her friends over. So I took her to the supermarket to buy some snacks and stuff. And what did I forget to buy while I was at the supermarket with her? Candy for Halloween.
Because you know I didn't get it.
For trick-or-treaters.
Have an apple.
So I get... I go to Sally's house because that's where we were spending our day, and that's when I realized, oh no, I forgot to buy candy. So I'm like, oh, what am I going to do now? And I had to get ready for the party. I was cleaning up. So I have a jar of change. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to give change out again this year.
It's actually in like one of those like diaper boxes. What is that? Like
it's a handy wipe box.
Like a handy wipe box.
It's an empty handy wipe box.
Bunch
of change in it. Yeah.
A bunch of nickels and pennies in it.
And quarters. Quarters add up, man. So, and like Greg, we didn't have a big turnout, for trick-or-treaters. I guess, with this year being the way it is, people just didn't want to go out. But there were some, but there was only one group of maybe 5 or 6 that came to Sally's door. So I answered the door. They put their bags out. I open the door, and I'm now handing out a bunch of change into their bags. Sure enough, one kid goes, "You're giving us money?" So I actually stopped for a second.
They're used to full-size candy bars on our block.
These kids were no more than 8.
Didn't Sam make fun of you too?
Yeah.
Wasn't Sam like, who would want your old coins?
Oh, well, yeah, when I got to your house, I pull up, and there's Sam. I see him just as I pull up. There he is, pulling down all the shades.
Oh, good boy. He knows. He knows how to do that.
Boy.
No light, shades down.
Well, let me finish my story. I went in and I said, "What are you doing?" "Well, we don't have any Halloween decorations, and I don't have any candy, so I just figure if I close the blinds, people won't come here." So I said, "Sam, I have change." And he said, "Oh, okay. Well, that's better than nothing." And
he didn't.
He did, and he cleared the blinds.
Over change?
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm giving out the change, and this kid goes, "You're giving us money?" So I actually stopped. These kids are no more than 8. I just stopped. Like, all right, look. I forgot.
Fessed up.
Oh yeah, I totally fessed up to these. I'm talking to them like they're our age.
You
I'm like,
cry.
look. I forgot to get candy. Okay, I forgot to get candy, and I'm sorry. But at least now you have a couple of bucks. You can go buy the candy that you like. Okay, and they actually kind of did that. They went, and they all got. I'm telling you, because I made sure there was a bunch of quarters in each handful. I'm telling you, they got probably $2 each.
All right.
That's not a bad deal.
No.
At least $150, $1.50.
Okay.
At least they all got at least that, but I'm thinking it was more like 2 each. So they're happy with that. Yeah. By the time they get home, they got mounds of candy. They're gonna forget all about that. Mom and Dad are gonna grab the change, and they're gonna be happy about it.
Yeah, they're gonna just throw it in their old jar.
Right, for next year's Halloween.
No.
Well, when they go cash that change up at the bank, they'll be happy. They'll say to themselves, "Thank you, Halloween man."
No, they won't. They'll be like, "Let's skip that house. We can't even trust them."
So, so that was that was my Halloween experience. Now, so now you worked. You worked at White Post Farms, and it's now official. You're done for the season now?
Yeah, I made a whole bunch of kettle corn, and she said, "You know what? Tomorrow's going to rain. Don't bother coming in." And I was like, "That sounds great to me." So, Yeah.
I'm sorry, are we interrupting you while you're just
Yeah,
kind
you
of
know why?
scrolling
Because I
around on
wanted
Facebook?
Cindy asked me to like talk about this German Shepherd, this 8-year-old German Shepherd that's in Babylon adoption center, and if anyone wants a German Shepherd, 8 years old, can't be with like other dogs and stuff, but
Babylon is a town here on Long Island, western Suffolk County, so southwest Nassau County. So it's on the South Shore. It's almost in the middle of. It's not too far east. It's like western Suffolk County. So you're talking maybe 45-minute 45-minute east train ride from New York City. And
Okay.
there's
Yeah,
an
but-
8-year-old German Shepherd that's looking to get adopted.
yeah. So if anyone wants a German Shepherd, it's a great time with COVID to like to adopt a dog into your house. You got the time. You get to spend some quality time with them and let them acclimate to their new environment, and sometimes it takes a couple of months for a dog to get used to a new routine, and so it's a good time. So if you have like a need for a German Shepherd, let me know.
But working at White Post,
Mm-hmm.
which we've talked about already, I thought it was a really good alternative to trick-or-treating. If you didn't want to go out trick-or-treating, I thought this was a nice alternative to go and enjoy the festivities, the animal farm,
Yeah.
some entertainment, some good food, some kettle corn.
Mm-hmm.
And you had one particular happy customer.
I did. Oh, the boy, the little boy.
Yes, the boy.
That was just cute. I was talking to the mom, and they ordered kettle corn, and we were talking for a little bit. But the kid, I think he was like maybe 6, and his chin was just reached the counter of this hut that I'm in, and but he just kept staring at me like he wanted to tell me something or ask for something. I didn't know where's the bathroom, who knows. And so I was like, hey, you how's it going? And he was just he just kind of stared at me, and I was like, you okay? And he just looked at me and he goes, your voice makes me happy. And it was just so cute. And the mother was like, oh jeez. The mother was all embarrassed. But I just thought that was really cute.
She's like, oh, he's flirting again.
My voice makes
This guy's going to be a
happy.
pimp when he grows up.
Why do you have to turn it into that? Why do you have to turn it into that? Why can't you just say, wow, that was really nice?
It was really nice. But he's still flirting.
No, he was 6. What is that flirting? There's something wrong with you. Something seriously
Something wrong with
you.
a 6-year-old that flirts.
It's not flirting.
I didn't work. It was nice to, after 6 weeks of working White Post, because it's hard, man. It's fun. It's a fun place, but it's tough. And it was nice to have the weekends back. It's only 6 weeks, so it's not the end of the world. But it does go fast, but you don't realize how fast it goes until it's over. But during, it's like, wow, man, I gotta go back there. Oh my God.
I mean, it's just that you can't get any. A lot of times it's the weekend that you get stuff done.
Right.
So.
But for me, I get my kids on the weekend, so I didn't really see much of them. So it was nice to nice to have the weekend off, and I spent all weekend with my daughter, so it was very nice. And we watched. So last night she asked, which isn't often. She doesn't ask. She doesn't agree to sit with us much and watch movies. Being in the spectrum, they like a lot of time to themselves, or they watch things like SpongeBob or something. She watches Last Man Standing with Tim Allen. She loves that show. So sometimes we'll watch that, or sometimes we watch The Little Rascals together, which is fun. But for an actual movie, that's kind of rare. So we said to her yesterday, let's watch a movie. Come watch a movie with us. And she did. She picked The Sandlot.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that movie, The Sandlot? The kids playing
The
baseball with
movie.
the beast on the other side of the fence. So
The
we
Babe
sat.
Ruth thing.
The Babe Ruth card. So we sat and watched that. That was fun.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was a lot of fun. So it was nice to have the weekend free. And speaking of movies, that was the other big news this weekend. Sean Connery passed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I wanted to bring.
What?
David Clark posted famous quotes, but how Sean Connery would say them.
Oh, that's funny.
It is pretty funny. You know,
90
because
years old,
everything had an SH there. But yeah, 90 years old, he had
It's
a good
big
life.
run.
It's a good run.
90 years old is pretty good. I
Yeah.
guess he had like a little dementia the last like year or so.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know
his
that.
wife was saying that.
Oh,
But
wow.
other than that, that's a pretty full life. He,
So-
I was like reading about him, and I didn't know this because like one of my movies that I really love about him is The Hunt for Red October.
Good movie.
I thought it was great. Did you know that growing up in Scotland, he joined the Navy at 16.
I knew he was in the Navy. I didn't know
Yeah.
he was that young.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I thought that was like really cool, and I just saw this like thing that
You saw Sean Connery's thing?
no he
Made a lot
he
of
went
people
back
jealous.
he went back to Scotland, and he went to the Edinburgh festival, and so he was in a taxi cab, and I guess the taxi cab driver didn't recognize him, but he was like saying, "Oh, go down this road, make a left here," and the taxi cab said, how do you remember all the, didn't you just come here to visit? How do you remember like all the names of the street? And he said, he was like, "Oh, I used to deliver milk here when I was a boy." I thought that was like cool,
That he used to deliver milk?
Yeah, that he was like, he was like a hardworking kid.
Oh.
Other than just being this like movie star, It's nice to like you hear this like actor that has like a ton of money and is really famous, and you find out he was like a paper boy. It's cute. But yeah, it's sad that he died. But
Great actor. And just a huge presence. He was great, and he totally made The Untouchables. We watched that this weekend once we heard Sean Connery died.
yeah, I love that movie.
Oh, such a good movie. De Niro was fantastic in that movie. I mean, that alone.
He even
Robert
looked
De
like
Niro and Sean
Robert De Niro
Connery.
even looked like.
Well, yeah. Well, he put on a lot of weight, and they made him bald. Yeah, they did a nice job.
Yeah.
What a great movie that is. One of Kevin Costner's best. It was shortly after that Costner went to shit. He started
I
making
liked him in Bull
stupid movies.
Durham. I thought he was good.
Well, that
in
was before The Untouchables.
Oh, okay.
I think it. Yeah, then he did Field of Dreams, which I think after that, then he made that awful Robin Hood movie, which Sean Connery makes a cameo in as well.
Oh, really?
But you never saw it?
Oh, yeah, it was awful.
Oh,
I
it's
just don't remember it.
awful.
It was so long ago, I tried to block it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, so we watched Untouchables. I can't get enough of that movie. What are you prepared to do? That's my Sean Connery impression. Did you like that? All right, I'm going to read some comments. Is that good?
Sure.
Let's see.
With Election Day, there's there's a lot of fast food restaurants that are giving discounts on Election Day. I don't know. Do they do that every year?
Probably.
Huh. Like Wendy's, you can get a classic chicken sandwich for free if you buy anything.
Andrew Fremder, I would love to be involved in some of the funny things that you guys put together. Andrew Fremder, do you act? We are actually looking for some people in Knockem Dead Comedy. You're a funny guy. Yeah, maybe we can put something together. We're looking for. We need at least 2 guys right now.
Yeah.
Love Mad Lib says Kirsten. Said it's good to know. Speaking of the worst year ever, someone needs to give 2020 a dildo, a Valium, or both. All right. M. Night Shyamalan twist. Sallie is the evil one. Ooh. In a world.
Don't even talk to me about M. Night. Fucking hate him.
Whoa.
Fucking hate him.
Why? What? Do you know him?
The director.
No, I mean personally.
I feel like I know him.
Why? What are we talking
Because
about?
he fucked up Avatar.
The movie?
Yeah. Avatar,
The one with,
The Last Airbender, was
No.
the greatest
Oh.
show in the whole entire world. And it is, it's amazing. An amazing show. It's this perfect combination of,
This is an animation thing?
yeah, it's an adventure, it's funny, it's smart, it's so good. And then M. Night, go fuck yourself, decided to do the movie.
And it was bad?
It was awful. There was no humor in it. It was stupid. The effects were ridiculous.
The effects? What do you mean effects?
Like
It's a
special
cartoon.
effects. No, he didn't do a cartoon movie. He did a regular movie.
Is this the one with what's her name?
No. Because I didn't have anyone good.
Sigourney Weaver.
No.
Oh, that's
you're thinking of
that's cool. That has the same name.
this is The Last Airbender.
Right, that's what I'm trying to establish. So that's a different movie.
Yeah, it's a completely different movie. Avatar is a completely different movie.
Oh, and so he did it with. He took this cartoon that you really love.
Everyone loved.
And
if you've ever seen it, it's amazing.
And he did it. He did a real person version, and it sucked.
I don't even think he actually saw any of the anime. I don't even think he saw the show. There's no way, because he didn't even pronounce the characters' names right. Like one of the kids' name is Aang, and he's like Ong. I'm like, who the fuck is Ong?
Maybe the guy who said it was from England.
It's unreal. Yeah. So I can't even think about him. All right, go ahead.
Kirsten enjoyed COVID Halloween. Wasn't as crazy. People had tables out, and one lady even had treats for the dogs. Oh.
Oh, that's nice. Little water and stuff. I've seen that around neighborhoods where people put water out for dogs. It's really nice.
Right, Andrew Fremder. I gave out change from my handy wipe box because I was being sanitary. Absolutely. Greg DiFilippo, I have over 900 pieces of candy left. I usually go through 3 big bags of candy. I guess next stop is CVS for a 6-pack of Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary Elizabeth. Hello, Mary. Good to see you, Mary. I know it's been... Mary was also friends with Vicky, but Mary also lost her dad last week.
Ah.
All the best to you,
Sorry,
Mary.
Mary.
Mary and I go back...
Awful week.
Mary and I go back, I think, to what, preschool? So, yeah, love you, Mary, and I hope you're okay. Speaking of change, the other day, says Andrew Fremder, I brought my wife to the hospital because she swallowed a roll of quarters. I'm scared to read the rest.
Don't read it.
Oh, no, it's fine. I've never heard this. When I asked the doctor how she was doing, the doctor replied, no change. They stopped at the curb to write the address in their book for future egging, says Andy Plajanos. I said that to Sam. Because I saw some trick-or-treaters walking through the neighborhood, but like I said, we only got the one group, but I saw other groups. So I said that to your son. I go, they already got this house pegged for one of the houses to skip.
Yeah, but...
You should be ashamed of yourself. We hated those houses we skipped.
You're one of those. I put my time in with Halloween candy.
You put your time in. What does that even mean?
I've really been the Halloween
It's a lifetime. Person. It's a holiday.
No.
It's an annual event. It makes people happy.
I've done enough.
You've done enough. Give me a break.
Even when I drove home, I drove past the house and I saw like a couple of little kids with their pumpkins like walking by, and I'm like,
and you hit them.
I'm like, I'm just gonna wait.
You went.
I'm just gonna wait until they actually get a couple of houses away before I park, just so they don't wait for me, fuckers.
Speaking of dogs, I love German Shepherds, says Andrew Fremder. However, I think they're a bit anti-Semitic. Mary Elizabeth says, Happy Souls Day. Kirsten recently adopted another dog since she's working now from home.
Yeah, it's a great time, isn't it?
She has 2 dogs and 3 cats.
Nice.
I hate cats.
That's not nice.
Oh, but you hate people who trick-or-treat. Cats, a lot of people hate cats. Cats are weird.
They don't. And they're not.
Oh, Mary Elizabeth is going to tell her niece about the German Shepherd because her and her boyfriend just lost their beautiful German Shepherd.
Oh, that'd be good. This dog could really use a great home.
Kettle corn is the best, she says. Andy Plagano says, is that boy who loves your voice? He says, if only that kid had one leg. Mm. Where is the farm I want to visit? Do they have roosters? It's White Post Farms in Melville.
They have everything.
Do they have roosters? I don't think so.
Probably not, because they're a little noisy, and the neighbors get really mad about that.
I don't think I've ever seen. Now, Mary, there's a lot of obvious jokes there that I'm not going to say. And I'm sure they're probably already in the comments that Mary wants to see roosters.
I got it.
Okay. Sandlot is an awesome movie, says Greg. Kirsten likes it too. Okay. So Mary also likes the story about Sean Connery as a milk boy.
Thank you.
And then she says, I'm being fresh to Sallie.
Yeah.
Taz is watching. Hello, Taz. Andrew Fremder. Speaking of movies, the guy who owned the Regal movie theaters just passed away. His funeral service was 12 o'clock, 12:30, 2:30, 2:45, 4:40, and 5:30.
Funny.
Taz says her mother says, hello, hello, Mom. Yes, Andy Plajanos, you did unlock Sally's anger mode.
Who did? Who unlocked it?
Andy Plajanos, because he mentioned M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
No. That's fun. And I can't imagine Andy doesn't feel exactly the same way about that show.
Chris Thomas had a candy shoot, a big hit with the few kids that came. We talked about that on Friday. Was that why we talked about it? We talked about it with Chris? Oh, no. It was our idea.
What?
A candy shoot where you put the thing in.
Yeah.
So Chris took our idea and it worked. Good to know. There were definitely a lot of people, not a lot of people out for Halloween, says Andy Plajanos, but we are happy we let the girls out with their friends. Yeah. I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary says, yes, we go back to preschool. That's you, Tony Baloney. 2020 can F off, she says.
Wow.
Whoa. There was a little girl with a stick and a bag at the end. It was so cute. And then Taz says, love you, Ms. Elizabeth. Well, that's nice. Everybody's showing and a few people wish Mary well for the passing of her dad. A lot of people are showing the love here today. I like it.
Yeah. Hey, Gina.
Andy Plagano says, I don't get it. So she wants to see some roosters. You just said hi to Gina, yes?
Yep.
All right, what else you got?
Why? Do you have something else? Because it's...
I don't have much. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is this coming weekend. They're doing a virtual ceremony. First time they're doing that. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
November is the No Shave November month.
How does that work? Are you allowed to trim and then shave around, or is it just you have to let it all grow?
I think you have to just leave it alone.
All right. Well, then I already broke it because I shaved this morning. I shaved down here. I shave in here, and I shave up here.
Kind of looked into it. I guess in like 2012, these two guys started this. It's all for cancer. It's all for to help cancer.
Yes, I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
But I guess
you just thought it was like a fun thing.
But the No Shave November group, it's for all cancer, and I guess they raise a good amount of money. But there's also Movember, 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 like Movember. I don't know what it stands for, but that's the 2012 guys, and they've raised so much money for cancer. They raised over $7 million every year since 2012.
All right, so how does this work? How am I making money by not shaving?
I don't know what Movember means.
All right, but the whole movement, though, whether you know what that means or not, how do they?
To show awareness.
Yeah, but you show awareness, so then people will be like, oh, no shave November. So they go and just donate money on their own.
Donate money, I guess. Yeah. Or maybe they get big organizations to donate. That would probably be more likely. Like Gillette, you're bored this month, not making razors. Why don't you donate?
But they're losing money. So somebody should donate to them. Andy Plajanos agrees with you. He says he pretends M. Night stopped at Unbreakable. I didn't see that. I think the last movie I saw was Signs, which I love. Nikki said she loves us.
He did The Sixth Sense too, right?
I believe so, but Signs was after that. At least I think it was.
He had no business messing around with it.
Ooh, Gina caught a kid emptying an entire bowl into his pillowcase. So what'd you do, Gina? Did you go out and chase him? Did you sick your dogs on him?
Oh, that's right. Didn't Gina have a fight with the neighborhood?
What?
Yeah, didn't Gina she caught that and then she caught their voices or something, and the moms were like saying it was fine to do that or something.
I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, I read something on
What, she posted
Facebook
it?
about it. Yeah,
Oh.
how like the parents were like making fun of doing it, and Gina's like, "Yo, great respect that you're teaching your children."
So she caught the kids.
Yeah.
Went to the kids. So I guess she knew them. Went to the parents, and they were like,
I don't know if she knew them, but she said, "Hey."
But she found them somehow. She found.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
There is also a harder one. No Nut November. What the hell is that? Hello, Joe Stas. So yeah, so she posted about it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to go back and read it. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And one thing, and I guess we could talk about this because tomorrow's more election day, but I just found this like interesting. If in certain states, like it depends on the state. If you early vote, but you pass away before the actual election, they throw your vote out.
Really?
Yeah, not at all states, but like some of the states. And
Why?
This poor girl was like, she was in her 20s and she was dying. And she was so happy the hospital was saying, she voted and she came back into the hospital. And she's like, I voted, I've been wanting to do this my whole life, to vote for a president. And then, but she lives in Wisconsin, and Wisconsin was like, yeah, thanks, and threw out her vote.
So not all states do this.
Not all states do this, but a lot of them do.
All right, so a candidate, and it's happened. We read about it once in a while, where a candidate is running for something, and then a candidate dies before the election. Well, then, and sometimes you read about it where that guy still wins.
Yeah.
So why don't we throw him? Well, we are throwing him out because he's dead, but why don't we throw him out as a candidate?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's not fair. The woman voted while she was still here. It should count.
It should, yeah, I think it should definitely count. Because it's like, I mean, you're still, you voted. I don't know. I just think it's weird.
Gina's saying, what is she saying? Nope, not me. What is that?
Oh, so someone else. Someone else had that.
Oh, about catching. Oh, so it wasn't Gina?
No, maybe not. I wonder if it was like Chris Thomas or something. It was like someone who I'm like, oh, wow. I thought it was Gina. Oh.
All right, so Gina, what did you do when you caught these kids? Did you actually catch them? Or you just witnessed it and just went inside and had a cigarette? What'd you do? Mary Elizabeth, Tony, Vicky always pointed out the same thing as you regarding my love for actual roosters. No doubt she's laughing with you right now. Me, not so much. Yeah, Vicky was hysterically funny.
Yeah, really funny.
All right, so we don't know who then caught kids stealing candy.
No.
Somebody somewhere saw this, and they did something.
There was a camera
with
on the
someone
house
else.
with, you could hear, and so they went out and they saw what was happening, and the parents were like making jokes about it, like, oh, isn't that funny that they're up there stealing?
That's bullshit if they do that with people's votes. Why do early voting then? Should count. Agreed. Thank you.
Yeah, and
especially this year, record numbers of people are voting.
I know, like it's actually the first time that I voted early or did anything else other than go vote. Because I've always lived in places where people would be like, oh, I don't want to spend hours in line to vote. I'm like, where are you people? I just like cruise into this one church, vote, and I'm out of there.
I've never had a problem on election day. This was the first time I early voted too, and I waited 2 hours.
First time? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never
voted
early before.
Yeah, but so since it's the first time, I kind of feel like it's over, like it's done, like
I don't understand why they closed early voting today.
They did.
And then it's early voting ended yesterday.
Well, they probably
and then election day is tomorrow. Why not just let it run the whole time?
Well, it's kind of like this station. Like people like, oh, there's a show that goes from 7 to 8. I want my show to start at 8. Well, I can't do magic, people. I have to like shut things down. I have to restart things. So it's probably the same thing. Like even though they probably need a day to recoup, to reset things up for the actual voting booths rather than early voting.
But you were doing that day by day. Early voting was open for what, a week?
Maybe they have to take that and send it somewhere to be voted or to be counted. I mean, it's probably just that shuffle. Maybe new people who volunteered, because a lot of it's just volunteers. So volunteers that all volunteer on election day, but not this early stuff. You know, it's probably just a change in shifts, and that's my guess. What do you? I mean,
I don't like it. I think you're wrong.
Probably.
Because they got people for 7 days. They couldn't get people for that one day. And then what are you counting? Because it's not over. So why not throw it in the same pile with all the votes from tomorrow and count them all up? It doesn't make sense to me. I want to know.
Were they supposed to have it today, and then they changed it?
No, it was scheduled
the
this
whole
way.
entire time was just supposed to.
Yeah, this is how they
I thought it was really
planned it.
nice that they did Saturday and Sunday. You know.
Oh, wait a minute.
When I was looking at my list, I was thinking to myself, "Oh wow, it's probably just Monday through Friday," and then I saw it was Saturday and Sunday. I thought that was nice.
That was nice. Oh.
What?
It must have been put together by that little 6-year-old. Oh. Gina made the kid dump the candy back in and had a conversation with the kid. He was a nasty 12-year-old. Come on, you got to give us more than that. You went out there and you were like, "Hey!" Or did you girls go say, "Excuse me, can you..." And then what did he say? What made him so nasty? Come on, give us more details.
She's a Sagittarius. She would have opened up the door and be like, "Hey, back here." Yeah, that's my guess.
Sagittarius, you said?
Yeah.
And Italian.
Oh yeah, this kid
Greg
had
DiFilippo.
no chance.
They closed early voting because the Dems need to know the numbers so they know how many mail-in ballots to send in. Just had the longest, most inane conversation with my wife about strategies for voting at our location, says Andy Flajanos. See, that's the thing. Didn't they say it's been record numbers of people voting early?
Right.
You go tomorrow, you're probably in and out.
That's
which is
what
the
he was
case.
saying.
Which
He's
is
like,
the case with Andy on a
like,
regular basis. In and out, done. Did you guys see the video of the little boy who walked up to a person's candy bowl and it was empty? The Ring camera caught him. He quick took out a bunch of his own candy in his bag so that his babysitter and the other kids with them got candy. So sweet. Wow.
Oh, that's so cute.
I did not see that. But what I did see...
What a good boy.
I forget where I saw it, but did you see this picture? I forget what town. It wasn't New York. But some kid was riding his bicycle, and I think this kid's poor, and he had a bike that had no brakes.
Oh, I saw that.
So he was coming near a car, and he hit the car. The car didn't hit him. He hit the car. And actually, I don't think it could have been extensive damage, but I do believe there was some damage to the car. The car owner went out and bought the kid a new bike. That's cool.
That's really cool.
And it's stuff like that we need to talk about in 2020.
Yeah.
As things are crazy. And, it doesn't matter who's winning this thing. It's going to be crazy. Because either side are going to throw little kid tantrum fits.
You think?
Yes. No, he didn't win. I won. I count the votes. This is wrong. Oh, yeah. Shut up. Shut up. They're embarrassing us, damn it. I'm more excited about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so what is that? Is anyone getting it?
Two pump chump, that's me. Two pump chump. What? What does that mean? Two pump chump. The number 2. Two pump chump. I don't know what that means. Is he rapping?
Who's in the Hall of Fame?
The Doobie Brothers are getting inducted.
They've never been in before?
Well, you only get inducted once.
Yeah, but why would they be in now? Why wouldn't they have been in already?
I don't know. You'll have to ask the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame people.
All right, who else?
Depeche Mode.
Okay.
Whitney Houston.
You'd think she'd be in already.
Yeah. She's not rock and roll, but...
Oh, really? Well, what would she be in?
I don't know. Is there a Pop 40 Hall of Fame? I don't know. Well, there should be then. Let her go in there. 9 Inch Nails.
You're not a fan of Whitney Houston.
I didn't mind Whitney Houston. Thankfully, she didn't sound like that. Definitely enjoyed looking at her. She was gorgeous. Whoa! The Notorious B.I.G. is being inducted, and that's rap.
I don't even know what that means.
Biggie Smalls? Notorious B.I.G.?
Smalls, you're killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Killing me, Smalls.
9 Inch Nails is being inducted.
I have no idea what they do.
T-Rex is being inducted.
I had action figures. I don't even T-Rex. What's T-Rex?
Get It On? The song Get It On.
Let's get it on. No, that's not it.
That's not it.
Yeah, that's what's his face?
That's 9 Inch Nails. No, it's not. You know T-Rex. You know the song. Go ahead.
Get it on.
Get it on. Go ahead. Type in T-Rex, Get It On.
No, and then I'm going to play it and the whole thing's going to be...
No, it won't. I don't
read
think
it.
that'll happen. John Landau, they always induct a few people who aren't musicians but worked in the music industry. John Landau, who's been working with Bruce Springsteen for years and years, he's being inducted. And Irving Azoff, who's a manager for many bands, the Eagles. Irving. Did I say Irving?
Yeah.
Did I?
I'm like, what kind of a name is that?
Irving Azoff. He's the Eagles manager. He had Van Halen for a while. You name it, he's handled them in some degree.
So it's kind of like you don't have to be, the singer-songwriter or the band. You could be like, the manager.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They always induct a few people every year that worked in the industry but weren't actual musicians.
Okay.
It's mostly, of course, musicians and bands and singers and songwriters.
Looks like a pretty boring year.
I love the Doobie Brothers, so that'll be cool to see. And they're doing it virtually, which they've never done before, so I'm interested and those are the inductees, but then, past inductees come and they'll say something or they'll perform with the bands, or bands reunite that haven't been together for a while, they'll come up and play, so that's cool.
Do you think they hold off giving, the award out so that, there's something to look forward to next year? Because there's no reason the Doobie Brothers shouldn't have been in it already.
There's a ton of bands that should have been in long ago that aren't.
But do you think that's why they're like, let's hold off
I don't know what the
on
reasoning is.
Billy Joel so that next year we'll have people want to buy tickets?
They just last year they put in the Moody Blues. Moody Blues have been around since the early 60s.
Yeah, but the Doobie Brothers are like the Doobie Brothers. It's like,
Sorry,
it's like Fleetwood Mac not being in,
The Moody Blues, I think, have had actually more hits than the Doobie Brothers.
I can only think of that one song.
Which one would that be?
Whatever it is.
Scooby-Doo is here!
Yeah, Scooby-Doo.
What the hell was that? What?
You know what song I mean.
I have no idea what that was.
No idea.
No idea.
The only song everyone knows in the Moody Blues.
What?
What's the most popular song in the Moody Blues?
Was that supposed to be Nights in White Satin?
Of course he knew. Yes.
I didn't know, because they've had so many hits. I thought you may have been singing another one.
They had one hit.
They have so many hits.
They do not.
Yes, they do. I know you're out there somewhere. Big hit. And I guarantee you know it if you put it on. I guarantee it. Quarter.
But is it a good song? Just because I might know it doesn't mean it's a good song.
I'm going to say I'll
be honest.
Yeah, all right. I think you would.
Right.
I think it's a song you like.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
They had a song called Question, which was a huge hit and a great song. Great song. Their very first hit, Go Now, was a great song. They have a lot of good songs. The Other Side of the Mirror. The Other Side of the Mirror? No, The Other Side of Life. They have a lot of good songs. You should be ashamed of yourself, Sallie O'Neill. Isn't T-Rex a dinosaur? It was. Come on, you guys know the song. Get it on.
No, I didn't even know there was a group.
Get it on, bang a gun. Get it on.
I totally know that song. T-Rex. Yeah, but I've never heard of them.
Floral Park Rec Center has had a line for a week in rain and cold.
Oh, yeah.
Seems crazy to me to have never waited for more than 10 minutes, yeah.
Chris, me and Sam stood online for an hour and a half. Hour and a half. Unreal.
The sweet little kid from White Post needs to teach that other little shit from Gina's house a lesson.
Yeah.
Mary is shocked that the Doobies are not in there already. Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Three Dog Night is not in there, says Taz. Oh, really? They're not in there?
Oh, is it noon? Thanks, Ken. Oh, it's 5 after.
Ken, what are you doing to me, man? Wow. Andy, one bullet, one kill. It's a way of life. Isn't T-Rex a dinosaur? I'm being abducted by aliens, says Joe Stats. There you go. Ken Pichelle quoted it. Are they doing the Thanksgiving Day parade this year, or is it going to be virtual too? I think didn't they cancel it?
What?
The Thanksgiving Day parade?
Yes. Canceled.
Hello, Greg Van Myers. The Doobie Brothers are like the Doobie Brothers. By like the identity property of the Doobie Brothers, this mathy comment is for you, Andy Plajanos.
The parade is canceled, but they're still going to do a show. They're going to do virtual music, things here and there for Thanksgiving. So it'll still. They're just not going to like walk next to each other and Santa Claus at the end.
I can't take the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame seriously until the Smiths, Soundgarden, and Joy Division are in, and even then.
Okay.
Soundgarden's not in. They should be in.
Yeah.
But they'll get in. They'll get in. But
next year.
But they're still. You have to have. The band has to be around for 25 years or more to get in.
You didn't start out with that.
So Soundgarden.
I didn't know that.
No, but Doobie Brothers been around almost 50 years.
Yeah.
Moody Blues 60 years. Soundgarden, they're probably right around the 25-year mark. Like Pearl Jam just got in a couple years ago because they just hit 25.
They're awesome.
Oh yeah, they're super.
Yeah.
What a great concert when I saw them.
Fantastic.
All right, we're done, right?
Yep.
Tomorrow is Tuesday. We're back here with our weekly Tuesday trivia. Tomorrow.
I was so ill prepared last week that I actually did it ahead of time.
You already did it?
Yeah, because I felt I was such an idiot last week.
Wow.
I seriously.
Yeah, you were messed up last week.
I opened it up and I'm like, oh my god, I left out half the question.
You were just high, that's all. Tuesday trivia tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the kind words about Vicky. Mary, hope you're doing okay. Today is Monday, so we have Steve Square tonight at 6:30. The Wort tonight at 8 o'clock. Sallie and I are back here tomorrow. And again, don't forget tomorrow night at 8, Domestic Disturbance and No Rhyme No Reason coming together. Instead of No Rhyme No Reason at 6:30 and Domestic Disturbance at 9:30, they're coming together and they're going to do their show, an election day special, starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Looking forward to that.
What about Marla?
Tomorrow at 4, Marla Schultz is on. Sallie and I are back here tomorrow. I would take Sally's phone away at 11:45, or you can just not mention it in the comments. See you tomorrow, you sons of bitches.
It does remind me all the time.
I know he does. Ken, we get the studio back up and we'll do the edge with you. See you tomorrow at 11.